Hello my wonderful royals and welcome to my YouTube channel Break K-Pop Reacts, and today we are finally ready to reveal the top 20 of 2020 subscriber edition. I have been putting together this list for a while now and I have come up with a final list that I'm ready to reveal to you guys, which is very, very exciting and I cannot wait. Now before we begin, I do want to quickly address the thing on my face. If you haven't seen any of my reactions over the past few days, then you may not know what this is. You may be wondering, Sean mate, why have you got an eye patch on your face? Well, I'll tell you. It's because I've got a swollen eyelid. So I think it's an allergic reaction to something. It doesn't look very nice. It's not very nice to look at on camera. So I thought, right, what's the best way of dealing with this? What's the most fun way of dealing with this? Where I can still do my reactions, but I don't have to reveal my nasty looking eye situation to everyone, to all of you lovely people. The most fun way of doing that would be to become a pirate for a few days. So that is what I've done. I've become a pirate for a few days. Should be a lot of fun. I'm wearing an eye patch. Now, if you're not already aware of what this top 20 subscriber list is, I did of course do my own personal top 21 list about a week ago now. I'd split that into two parts. If you've not seen it already, please do check it out. It is my top 21 of the year 2020, and I thought it'd be a fun idea to get your guys' opinions involved as well and come up with a subscriber top 20. Now the way I did this, obviously I followed my own same rules, those rules being that no B-sides included, so it is just title tracks, and also it is of course female artists and girl groups and no boy groups, mainly because I'm not into the boy groups yet, so I don't really know them. And in order to correlate your list with mine, I made sure that the rules were the same. And of course, to come up with this list, I asked you guys to send me your personal top 20s, your personal top 10s, all that good stuff. And I put them into a point system in order to figure out the final list. The way I did that was, if you sent me a top 20, then number 1 on that list would get 20 points, number 2 will get 19, number 3 will get 18, so on and so forth. Number 20 would get 1 point. So that's the way I figured it all out. I have got a final list right here in front of me, and of course, you will see it very soon on your screens. There were a total of 37 entries into this list, so thank you so much to those people who did send in lists. It does mean the world that I managed to get that many, so thank you so much. It has been a lot of fun putting this list together. For those of you that didn't send in lists, do not worry about it. I understand that some people find it hard to come up with these lists. Some people don't like doing them, and that's absolutely fine. But to those of you that did, thank you so much for those. Now, the way I'm going to be revealing this is slightly different to my personal top 21 on that list, on my own personal list. I played a clip of each song and then came back to me talking about why I picked it, etc. Instead of doing that, I'm going to run through the whole list in its entirety in one go, partly for time purposes, because it makes this video a lot quicker and I can fit it all in one video, and also because obviously I didn't pick any of these, so I don't have anything to say particularly about why I picked it or anything like that, so it makes sense to just go through the whole list. So that's what I'm going to do. We're going to go through the whole thing, and then at the end I'll come back and talk a bit more about the list in it as a whole. So that is how we are going to do it. With all that being said, guys, I think we are ready to reveal it right now. So here is your top 20 of the year, the subscriber edition 2020. Let's do this.
날 잡히우서도 너와 같은 Maria, 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 Maria 빛나는 밤이야 날 괴롭히지 마 Oh Maria, Maria, Maria 뭐하러 아둥바둥해 이미 염동돼 Hey, yeah, yeah, yeah Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah Maria, Maria Yeah, yeah, yeah I go up helicopter then I make
So that is the final culmination of all of your lists put together into one big list. So thank you so much for sending those in. Everglow La Di Da is your total number one of 2020. It was literally 4 points in it in the end. I think if we got a few more lists, it could have changed. Margot certainly could have jumped on top. Even, to be honest, I Can't Stop Me could have jumped up there depending on the votes and things. But in the end, I do think personally Everglow is a worthy winner. It only finished at number, I think, 8 on my list, if I remember correctly. So it was a lot lower on my list, and I did address that in my video. I will also reveal a couple of facts. So within the list there were in total 138 songs, so in all the different lists 138 different songs came up within those lists, which is quite a lot of different songs and a lot of differing opinions and a lot of differing musical tastes and stuff, which is awesome to see. There were also 24 separate number ones, so I'm hoping, I don't know at this point what I'm going to do, you'll know because you just saw the list. I'm hoping to include how many number ones were voted, each song was voted for, if that makes sense. So like, for example, La Di Da was voted for 3 times as number one, so I'm hoping to include that in the list. You'll know already if it is, but yeah, so within those 37 people that took part, there were 24 separate number one votes. So there were 24 different number one songs voted for in those 37 lists, which is again absolutely insane, and again shows those differing opinions and those differing music tastes. And that's something I love about music. That's something I love about the K-pop world, is that we all have such differing opinions in terms of what we like and what really sticks with us in a lot of ways. So that is absolutely awesome to see. It was a very fun time for me coming up with this list. It took a while, but it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it a lot. I'm definitely going to do it next year as well, or this year rather, which should be a lot of fun. In terms of things I noticed that were different from my list and things I kind of wanted to point out, I do want to give a huge shout out to Dreamcatcher. They did not make my list at all, and I felt really fucking bad about that because I absolutely adore Dreamcatcher. But again, I was trying to be very honest with my picks and what songs I preferred over others, and those 2 Dreamcatcher songs this year, Scream and Boca, just, even though I love them, I couldn't honestly put them above the ones that ultimately made my list. I just couldn't, like, if I'm being honest with myself. Even though I really enjoy those songs, I do really enjoy those songs. But shout out for them for this list. I love the fact that Dreamcatcher have a heavy placement in this list. They finished 4th and 7th, which is absolutely amazing. So a huge shout out to Dreamcatcher on this list. Irene and Sorgi's Monster finished high up. That was not on my list either. IU's 8 also was not on my list. That would have been very close. Both of those would have been very close to making my list. Huasa's Maria, and also I want to give a huge shout out to Girls by Nature for making the list. Yes, it was at number 19, which is fairly low, but you know what, to be fair, until the very last few entries list wise, that Girls wasn't on the list. It literally shot up right at the end out of nowhere. It just came out of nowhere and found its way into the list. So huge props to that, because again, I absolutely love that song. It wasn't on my final list, but it was very close to making the list. So huge props to that for making this list. That's absolutely awesome to see. And also I want to give a shout out to number 21, which was Mamamoo Dinga. That was the one that just missed out. I think I was on 127 points, I think, so missed out by 4 points on making the list. So shout out to Mamamoo Dinga as well while we're there. And if you haven't already noticed, while I've been talking, I have put up text boxes underneath listing all the people that did send in their list and submit lists to me. So again, thank you to all of those people, to all of you for sending your list. It does, like I say, it does mean a lot to me that I was, because I didn't know what to expect. You know, I sent it out going, yeah, it'll be awesome if it happens, but to be honest, I wasn't necessarily expecting any more than 10. I thought if I get 10, I'll do it. If I get any less than that, there may be no point. So the fact that I managed to get 37 is absolutely incredible. So thank you so much to you guys for sending in your lists. And with all that being said, guys, I think we'll leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. Please, if you enjoyed this reaction, as always, drop us a like, drop us a comment, and of course subscribe to my lovely self. Join the royal family and become a royal yourself. Get in those comments, let me know what you think of this final list, let me know how it differs to yours, etc, etc. That would be fantastic. And if you haven't already, guys, check out the link to my Discord server in the description below. But with all that being said, I'll see you next time. Sange, I love you all.